Hello, my name is Implausibly Josh. Welcome back to our local to global save in TEW 2020. I think last thing we did was basically get our company set up to do our first show. We're just using the Cornell verse as it is found. One small addition was that I made a logo for our wrestling company. I think it's Texas Title Fight Wrestling. I think is the name of the thing. Yeah, Texas Title Fight Wrestling. Big Tex Avatar was the person we chose as our character, and yeah, that's it. So let's look at our schedule. Let's see, where is our schedule? That should be easy to find, you would think. I am not a smart man. We have Texas Heat is going to be the name of our first show. Be coming up soon. 24 days, 21 days is what it says. Am I not broadcasting events? Oh, this, okay, right. It's in a different thing, not in schedule, it's in something else. Okay, we're good here. I think availability. Right. Electric Dreamer, who is that? Let's see. Okay. Who's Electric Dreamer? Where's our roster? There they are. Electric Dreamer. Okay, Electric Dreamer isn't going to be on the show. It looks like a lot of people coming in though. That sucks, but that's fine. We'll deal with that. Got all of our responses. All right, cool. That's good. So now we just have to run our first show. I could. So the problem with this is that something I mentioned in the first episode of this that I don't think you should go get this game. One of the bigger things that I think this game sucks at is doing like where someone fits on the card. So for instance, you can see here it says is yet to get a perception rating. That means that they don't know, so no one knows this person in our region, which also doesn't make sense because there's a popularity of 5 in the Mid-South. So someone would know approximately where she would fit on the roster, right? And look, let's see. See some of our other people. So here's another person, Mid-South 17 for our referee. 17 popular. Like there's ways for you to think, to like look at this stuff and go, okay, I think I see who's gonna be around to like be a main eventer or be a mid-card or whatever. But instead it just says is yet to get a perception rating, which means that like there's just nothing. You just have to throw a show together and hope for the best, which I think kind of sucks. I think that's like a really bad way to structure this. I think you should at least be able to give them a certain push, give them a main event push, give them a mid-card push without it being like weird. I feel like that it's a thing that the game will know once you've done your first event regardless. I don't understand why it has to happen after the event. And really the big issue with this is that it makes, at least in my mind, it makes like preparing a show, like that first show, makes it kind of a pain. And I guess in the like grand scheme of things, like it doesn't matter, right? Like, our first show ever is going to be our first show ever. Like, ideally, at a certain point, we're going to be like buying out other promotions because we're so big. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. I might poach a handful of wrestlers and pay them better on my company, but that's about it. But I don't know. It feels weird because everyone has a popularity rating in this area. So in theory, if that's part of what drives a perception in your promotion based on the product you're doing, I think in our case it's I want to say it was like 30-70 split of 30% popularity, 70% in-ring talent. So we should have a rough idea from the get-go of who fits in where on the roster. And it just doesn't surface that to you. And the only reason why I think that it sucks is because that is what would happen in the last game. In TEW 2016, you could just auto-push everybody, and it would tell you where the game thinks that these people should go. And obviously, you could make your own. You can make your own decisions from there. So, for instance, let's say someone's in the main event scene, but they're doing really bad. They've had, several months of just poor matches, or they're just not clicking with the audience. Like, even though the game is telling you they should be a main eventer, you can just pop them down to upper mid-card or wherever you want to put them, or send them over to developmental or whatever, right? But at least it helps you organize everything, which, look at all this. This is just an Excel spreadsheet. You need some organization, and you need something to help tell you, like, what does all this information mean? Yeah, I get what brawling means. I get what, like, the fundamental skills are. But, like, how is this going to translate to what we've got in the ring and what kind of show we're looking to put on, right? So I think it's just very silly that was a feature in the last game that was completely taken out of this game. So 2 features of the previous game, one of them being able to make your own product and kind of set your own focuses for your product. So if you wanted to do something that was let's say you wanted to do something that was Lucha Underground, where you're focused a lot more on, like, the almost what do you call it, the almost a telenovela approach to storytelling. But let's say you wanted to bring, like, a Chikara spin on it, so instead of it being kind of dark and edgy and whatever, it's comic books, it's family friendly, you can go and just build that yourself. Whereas here, it's just a big drop down of whatever the developer has decided is an acceptable wrestling product style. I think is a little strange. And, like, I think that's kind of the big issue with this type of game, is that this person's been making this game for ever, for like over a decade, I want to say, and it's very much a play the game my way or don't at all. There was a tooltip really early on in this game that was basically like, I'm not telling you when wrestlers would start, or workers in general would start to, like, age out or start to hit a decline, because then people would cheat. In my sandbox game, where, as you saw at the very beginning, I gave myself $999 million or $900 million or whatever I gave myself. I don't even remember anymore. Like, it's just a thing that's built into the game, like, right from the start. So it's like really weird that certain aspects of sandbox play are bad and, like, not the way this game wants to be played. But on the other hand, things that are way more game breaking are fine. And that's kind of, I think the biggest thing here is that it's just very up and down and what it wants out of what it wants out of the players. Let's look at some of these articles. Let's see. SPW launched a new tag team onto the scene last night as Greg Black and Morgan Malone were officially announced as being a regular team, working under the name TNT. Expected to get a decent push over the coming months. Interesting. All right. People are raw attitude. So there's a lot of there's news in here. There's wrestling news in here, and I hardly ever look at it, to be entirely honest. Okay. Near future. Mandatory pre-booking is currently off. This means that pre-booking is purely for organizational purposes and not required. You can turn on mandatory pre-booking via your preferences in the options menu. I think that is one way to get some type of idea of like what your... So they introduced pre-booking as like a, hey, I guess it's like part of advertising, or at least like if you pre-book an event, then people will have a perception of the wrestlers. But that seems to like add an extra step that like doesn't make sense, because like you're not advertising, as far as I can tell. Maybe I can check my finances here, but like, unless I'm missing something, there isn't an advertising. I'm getting money from my sponsors, which is cool. It's wild that I even have any, but like I'm not doing any advertising in game or out. Like I'm not doing any advertising. Advertising isn't like a mechanic in this game, so it's weird that advertising effectively exists as pre-booking and really only matters in this one very specific situation. Everyone. Okay, good. We got everyone on the roster. Everyone's here. All of our friends are here. Brand split if we wanted to. I don't want to do a brand split though. That sounds like a bad idea. Else I'm gonna pick up after this show. Let's see. Hello. Older. Sheena Christy Higgins is a wrestler who hails from Florida. She's primarily a high flyer, mixing lucha libre style arm drags and head scissors with more traditional top rope dives, although she's also a pretty good striker too. This comes from a martial arts background, as she is a talented kickboxing competitor. She signed with AAA in August 2012 for her first shot at fame. Was clearly being built up as one of the stars of the future of the company before their untimely demise. Post AAA, Higgins has continued to work for the independent scene all across the US and Canada in hopes of landing another job. Let's negotiate. $150 per job. Cover to make offer. She seems neat. She seems like someone who, like, just a little older, who maybe provides some much needed experience to the backstage. Speaking of, for 88%. Okay, Ruby Reese is our only negative influence. Ruby Reese is our tagged person, I think. Roster. Yeah, I think Ruby Reese is part of our tag team. Yeah, there she is. All right, so we got 2 tag teams here. Oh, they're also on the AAA. Okay, let's go ahead and go to that show. Antonio has been auto-booked as location for that show. You can also view whatever backstage incident. Okay. Grace Harper and Black Diamond that requires your attention. No. Grace Harper is taking Black Diamond under her wing as a protege. Grace Harper has the professional personality and is currently happy. Black Diamond has the people person personality and is currently happy. Good. Cool. So a good one. Okay. So Electric Dreamer is out, but that's fine. She's not like on a team or anything. So I think we'll be fine there. Let's go look at our handful of stuff. So this is our locker room area. Nothing's pre-booked. Nothing here. Oh yeah, that's the office. Tickets. We are in San Antonio. Like $200 to hire this place out. The economy is falling, but the wrestling industry, big, baby. You look how we're just talking about the Mid-South. Potential fan base, enormous. That's pretty cool. 88 fans are expected for Texas Heat. Best option, yeah, it's just San Antonio. Let's see. All right, here's our booking screen for whenever we want to go ahead and do that. We can get locker room controls in here. We don't have to do stuff really. I think you just meddle in people's relationships. I don't really like to use that stuff. I don't have motivational speeches. That's a thing you get like much later. And then for office stuff, we could. There's a local worker. Here you go. This is what I was talking about last episode. Is that like if our roster was looking pretty thin for an hour and a half, we could always hire some people locally and kind of get them in just for the night, and then Texas Pete. It's a veteran from the Lone Star State, baby. All right. So like, you know, if we were for whatever reason, like really low on people, we just needed someone to come in, like maybe we were doing an angle where someone is getting squashed, or like where we're trying to build someone up as like this big threat, we could maybe hire local just to have them lose for the night, and then that way we're not having to deal with our like ruin the reputation of someone who's on the roster in order to feed them, unless like we like want that. I normally, especially for that first as I mentioned before, I don't know who like is good and who isn't just yet, right? Like I don't know who's positioned to be like a top star. I can't tell who's in the main event picture, who isn't, not yet anyways. So I almost always do auto booking for the whole show, for that first show. Not booked enough. Okay. So kind of look here, certain things. Okay, why would you put? Okay, this is the other thing, is like I don't think the auto booker is like very good. So for instance, Ruby Reese is in a storyline with her tag team partner. Why isn't she just with her tag team? You know, I think with Harper, just a random one. But her tag team partner is in a 3-on-3 match. Like those are just weird. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna clear all the bookings right now. Okay, here's something I know I want to do. Is I want to add Ruby Reese and Sabrina. Sabrina, and then who is our other team? Power Mask of these two. Bella Blanca and Power Girl. I don't know how well this will do. We don't have any chemistry because they've not wrestled before, so we don't know But we'll pop those two together. Maybe like a 7-minute match. Ooh. That's fine. And then we'll do our road agent notes. I think I want Ruby Reese to win. Do storytelling, because this is going to be part of the storyline, just to see who's gonna be the first tag team titles, title holders. Reese is the victor. We'll do a decisive win. Then, let's see. So that's good. We'll book this segment. It's our main event right now, but we're not. We're gonna do something different for the main event. Let's go ahead and I want 4-way singles search. I prefer an elimination match, especially for like title matches. If you have like more than one, I personally find like the champion not getting pinned really only makes sense if it's like a good storyline reason. For instance, I think like WrestleMania 30 of like, oh, the champion doesn't even have to get pinned, and then for Daniel Bryan to lose or whatever, just win. I forget the order of operations on that one, but you get what I'm saying. Like setting up someone who is going to be the winner as the underdog in that match totally makes sense. I think most of the way that stuff works is that it's not, it should be endurance. It should be, wow, the champion not only beat, like the champion won in the end. It wasn't just that they like pinned the weakest person in the ring. It was that they survived the entire night to then win at the end. Which obviously can be played any way you want. We'll have me in there, Big Tex Avatar, because we know, we kind of know that I'm okay. Art Reed has some really good stats, it looks like, so we'll put Art Reed in there. Let's see. Black Diamond also seems like she was some pretty solid stats as well. Who else can we pop in there? Snake King was there at the beginning, but let's... Patience High on Sarah Taylor. Let's pop her in there and see how that works. Oh. Why is he here then? Why is he showing up as someone I could put into a match if he can't be used in ring? That seems like an oversight. Let's pop Zippy in for Art, I guess. Okay, I think that seems fine. I don't want to give myself the title. We are gonna make this for the Big Tex Champ title, so our first title match, and then do 15 minutes. Road agent notes will be just steal the show. Might as well, right? Like, we got a bunch of people in there with like pretty good scores, so should be fine. Oh, who do we want to have win? Let's a Black Diamond win. Not right. I do slow build. Matches beforehand, that's fine. Segment. Okay. That's good. And we know that stuff is going at the bottom. That'll be our main event match. 29 minutes. We need 39 more minutes to proceed. 80% matches. And the rest to be angles. Let's go ahead and make an angle real quick. We'll do freestyle angle. Art reads seemed like they were pretty good. Actually, you know what? We don't want to overdo it with anyone. You know what? Let's auto booker. Book an angle. Okay. Not quite what I wanted, but whatever. Yeah, let's get rid of that because I don't want to like be in the show a lot. You know what I mean? Like I feel like putting myself in the show a whole bunch is maybe not the smartest move. Let's see. Isn't analysis thing? Time limit. It's pretty 7 minutes to art read seemed like they were good. Kind of silly to keep them there, but whatever, we'll deal. Snake King is interesting. Tennessee William isn't on yet. And fine. Rated on entertainment. Road agent. Oh, we don't need road agent notes. Auto name. 8 minutes, just so we have something there. Okay. 31 more minutes to proceed. Let's do an auto booker. Book a match one-on-one. Sizable. Okay. Ours well known. Okay, auto booker's not able to book a match. That's just great, grand. Love to see it. Set. Yes, search. Let's put together some one-on-one matches. Like 7-minute, 5-minute matches. How about okay, so Snake King and Tennessee Williams are stars. Kind of unimportant. Justice and Heal and Joanna. Save. Auto name. Agent notes. We'll do work the crowd. I don't care who the victor is. Y'all can rock, paper, scissors for it. I don't care. Book that. That's gonna be the front. Add another match. Who do we got left? I want to focus mostly on singles matches. Unimportant. Base. Oh, okay, perfect. Great Siren's such a good name. And do that. No, like a small match. 6 minutes for this one. Again, don't care. Crowd segment. Okay, 16 more minutes. 85% matches. We need more matches. 16 more minutes. Another 1-2. We have, okay, do we have enough for 2-on-2? I guess is the better. No, we don't. Okay, so Snake King and Tennessee Williams are the only left. Maybe Okay, how about this? Whoever wins this one gets the next title shot, maybe? Or they get put into a title picture. I think maybe works. 10 minutes I think is solid. So Snake King win though. Snake King win. Sure. 12 minutes. Go. Have that up some. I think this works. I think that flows well. Then so that's maybe going to be a little bit overwhelmed having them. Let's do auto booker. I guess that's work. Yeah, book an angle. Big Tex Champ hard. Okay, sure. I guess that'll opener. Oops, not what I wanted. Actually, let's make this like 7 minutes. I don't think we need like a 10-minute segment. 5-minute segment at best. 5-minute segment. 68 minutes exactly. Let's see. Where's my just be an analysis button? Oh, there it is. Jeffrey Davis, unimportant heel. Let's pop them in with Big Tex and Ruby Reed. What was his name? I already forgot who it was that they said was in. Jeffrey Davis. Let's add Jeffrey Davis's angle here because it's pretty like small. Entertainment, I guess, on screen segment. Have them front. Yeah, then Snake King, Tennessee Williams right before that match. I think it makes sense. Okay, I think this is it. I think this is a good-ish show. Let's go ahead and I guess get it done. At 85, we're not gonna be penalized. Great, perfect. Let's do it. Reed Siren was really off. Her game, great, perfect. Oh, Heat. Oh, 89 people in San Antonio want to see our little wrestling show that could. Probably had subpar wrestling and Little Heat. Reed Siren defeated Jana Marie Bowen in 5:57 by pinfall. The top rope leg drop. Or very good. Oh, I guess the Grace Harper's the ref. Okay, cool. Big Tex Avatar debuted as a big old country boy gimmick. Got an initial rating of great. Bree Reese has debuted her serious fighter gimmick. Has got an initial rating of adequate. Oh, the ref. Jeffrey Davis is a ref. Maybe that's why we don't put them in there. I don't know why they would. Whatever. Jeffrey Davis did not do well with us. Script file. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. A decent wrestling, but little heat. On a silver defeated Justice Jolson. Timber Shiver. Adequate. Jonas a strong connection with the young female demographic who really liked her winning. Okay. Okay. We're gonna. That's good. Good thing to keep in mind. Oh, here we go. Freestyle segment called Angle with Art Reed, Snake King, Tennessee William, featuring Art Reed, Snake King, Tennessee William. Let's see. Art Reed completely messed up, missing cues, reading lines, even getting people's names wrong. Oh boy. Art Reed clearly enjoyed having the freedom go off the strip and performed well, though. Interesting. Well, Tennessee William worked the crowd well, using the freedom to improvise to his advantage. Tennessee William benefited from having a hot catchphrase. Okay. So he might be someone we need to look into next. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Snake King and Tennessee Williams have great chemistry, and it showed in their performances. All right, these two I think we're going to have some good stuff with. Okay, in a decent match, Catastrophe defeated Power Mask in 6 minutes 58 seconds. Ruby Reese pinned Estrella Blanca with a head kick. Let's see. Dreaming of Tag title storyline has started with the segment. Getting that going. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so I think Black Diamond winning was the smartest move tonight. In a decent match, Black Diamond defeated Big Tex Avatar, Zippy Deverell, and Sarah Taylor in an elimination match in 14 minutes 54 seconds. Order of elimination was Zippy Deverell first, then Big Tex Avatar, and finally Sarah Taylor. Black Diamond wins the TTFW Big Tex Champ title. Big Tex did really well. Black Diamond had a really poor in-ring performance, though, so that's something we need to work on, but that's fine. She connects with the crowd, and that's kind of what matters. Black Diamond has a strong connection with the young female demographic, who really liked her winning, and the match got the crowd buzzing. That's it. Finish the show. TFW don't have enough interesting storylines going on. That's fine. I know now who I want in the picture. So I want Big Tex, because he's just a solid person to just have around in those. I want Big Tex in the storyline because he's just a solid like anchor for a lot of stuff. Black Diamond, Snake King, and Tennessee William, I think, are like our 4 big main event players, it seems. There we go. We'll make a speech, though. I'm gonna say, all right, so Black Diamond complimented who else? And then Snake King and Tennessee Williams. Tennessee Williams, excuse me, not Tennessee Williams. Complimented on the performance for all of those. And everyone seemed pleased. And there we go. We put on a pretty good show. Let's see if I can find it real. See if they talked about us. Oh, there we go. At the bottom. Texas Title Fight Wrestling held TTFW Texas Heat 1 last night in San Antonio, Texas, and drew 89 fans. The feedback has been better than you'd expect from a company that tiny. Hey, we'll take it, you know? Perfect. Okay, that's good. And now what we want to do, at our current size, size south. I want to get 17 in the Mid-South. So the way that we increase our size is we put on shows that are better than our popularity in the region. So you really want to focus on the Mid-South, obviously. So we're going to hold all of our shows there for the time being. And then we are going to be putting on shows that are hopefully above 10. You know, it seems to be pretty easy to do so right now with our current roster. But we'll pop some more people. 45 popularity. We got like a long road ahead of us. So we started off as insignificant. So it's not really local to global. It's insignificant to Titanic. But starting off, you know, we've got nothing basically. Laying the foundation, achieve 17 popularity in home region of the Mid-South. Super doable. It'll take us like a few months in game, but absolutely totally doable. fan base, achieve 35 popularity in your home region of Mid-South. Medium, the Crossroads, achieve 59 popularity in your home region of Mid-South, plus 35 in either the Southeast or Southwest. Taking America by storm. It's 77 popular in at least 5 mainland American regions, which must include your home region, the Mid-South, and either the Southeast or Southwest region. Achieve big size and also 71 throughout the regions of either Canada or Mexico. So that's big. An American domination. It's achieve large size and also 77 in every region of at least 5 game areas in total. Yeah. It's a lot. That's gonna be a big one. But like once we get bigger and bigger, we're gonna have more people willing to work with us. So like the issue now is that we're like pretty small, right? Like that's kind of the issue here. Let's go ahead and advance to the first day of February. See how we're doing. You know, we're small, so like we've got like pretty good people for our size. Like we've got a lot of wrestlers and workers here who are punching way above our current weight class of like just some no-name company out in Texas. But that's good. Right, 29th in the world. Come on. We got Texas Heat 2 in a handful of days. Let's see. Picture Dreamer is not going to be available on Saturdays. We might want to start doing Sundays then. Or you know what? Why don't we just do one on Friday? Just a Friday night event. Because we also have people on Friday. So we're gonna make that our Friday night event from here on out. Oh, and let me, before I forget, do our storylines. So we're gonna have Big Tex, obviously. We're gonna have, where'd she go? Black Diamond, and then Snake King, and then Tennessee William. This is title picture. Okay. That way we've got 2 of those. Oh, storyline's considered hot. That's good. Yeah, there we go. Our first event has been held. Next time it should be a little bit easier. We've kind of got our baseline here. You know, we know who's who. You know, we got people who are stars. We got people who are well known. We've got people kind of settling into their areas here. Oh, we have something to look at. Merchandise upgrade. Successfully upgraded amateur level. No further upgrading will take place unless I request it. I would love to request it. How I do that? Okay, start upgrade. We'll do another rapid one. Currently an amateur. At this level, your merchandise operation consists of little more than a small selection of shirts that are primarily sold at shows during the intermission. The company does not make worker-specific merchandise. Instead, workers are allowed to bring their own merchandise and sell it during intermission. At live shows, you can expect to make an average around 50 cents per fan in attendance. Expect to make around $1 per popularity point per region each month from the mail order side of your business. That's fine. We'll start upgrading. We got the money to do so. Was there anything else on our email? No, just that, because we're not on TV yet. Because we definitely need to like get some prestige, get some momentum, and then we can maybe start putting shows on TV just locally. That really helps because, you know, we're small, right? Like a handful of people know about us right this second, and there's no. So something that I think that, again, this game really doesn't quite grasp is that, like, wrestling online is a thing. So, like, you could put out your stuff on, like, YouTube. Like, what is it? Is it NWA Power? Like 3 R's or whatever? Isn't that, like, that's a YouTube studio wrestling show that's just on YouTube, right? So, like, the audience potential there is massive. And I think there'd be a really interesting angle to be like, yeah, you could pop this stuff on YouTube if you wanted. Like, yeah, there's a live event, but then you pay someone to edit the event together and pop it on YouTube, and then you get some extra popularity throughout the world, right? You know, kind of figure out, like, maybe it's like, okay, well, you're gonna be more popular in your state or your zone, because they don't really do states in this game. You may be popular in the English-speaking world on the internet, maybe not so much elsewhere, but it's like you're gonna be much more popular faster putting this stuff out for free on YouTube or something. I don't know. That's something I would consider that they should do. Maybe they won't. Maybe it's silly for me to say that they should do that, but what can you do? But yeah, that's it. I think we're off to a really good start. And then we'll just kind of start putting together storylines, figuring out how we want to, like, move up to that next point. So we're not that far off. 10 to 17 is not that big of a leap. It's gonna take some time, but we can definitely do it. Yeah, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Later.